Hey guys, welcome to day number 151 of At Home Fitness with Coach A. I am that Coach A, and it is August 13th, 2020, Thursday. So, we are going to start today with our final time through on the Dumbbell Z Press series. We're staying with the same setup 5 rounds, 6 to 8 Z Press, and a set of 20 chest band pull aparts with a pronated grip position. All right, so if you can think back to the last couple we've done, the rep scheme has been the same. The rest is right around a minute and a half coming in after the pull aparts. So the idea here is you do your set of 6 to 8 dumbbell Z press on the ground, which I'll demonstrate in a second if you haven't done them yet. The goal is to have a weight that maxes out in that 6 to 8 rep range. If we are close to having that kind of weight but don't exactly have that kind of weight, then I want you to think about moving a little more slowly on the eccentric part of the movement, meaning the lowering of the dumbbells back down to the shoulders or a barbell if that's what you have. All right, so the idea of maxing out 6 to 8 reps, followed immediately by 20 band pull aparts and then about a minute and a half rest before we pick that weight up again. 5 total rounds. The workout for today is going to be a little bit of everything. Aerobic focus. I want to get you guys out there running. Also kind of get you moving, get some stuff flushed out, and continue working on our ground connection and foot and ankle strength. So 4 rounds, 20 alternating dumbbell snatches. So that's the right arm, back down. That's the left arm. That would be 2 reps. So 20 total, 10 each side. 40 double unders, a 400-meter run, and 40 double unders again. 4 total rounds, so you're going to do 2 sets of 40 dubs each round for 8 total sets of 40 dubs. That's a lot of double unders for some people, as well as possibly combined with a lot of running. So if you're going to scale one of those 2 down, maybe play with both of them a little bit, or take one back and not the other. For example, 20 double unders each piece and maintain 400-meter run. Or maybe we knock that down if we've been doing a bunch of running to a 200 and maintain those double unders. I'll talk about the modifications in a second when I head out to the garage. All right, guys, first things first, let's talk about the strength piece. So, if we haven't done Z press yet, what we're looking for, legs open, knees straight and extended, looking for about 90-degree angle. If we can get that position, that's going to force our torso and our chest to be nice and upright. The Z press does not allow us to compensate by laying back and arching our spine, so it's a lot more challenging for some people that have not necessarily a full range of motion on their overhead press. With the body position itself, if we're not capable of getting into that, is this okay? Yes and no. If this is the last resort, it's okay, but as you can see, that allows me to arch my back, so I would rather see knees straight, legs coming in together first to increase our ability to do this movement as opposed to knees bending. From here, arms are not all the way open, they are not all the way closed, somewhere in between, 30 to 45 degrees about is the ideal position, and we press trying to get to a full stack position from there. Remember, 6 to 8 reps, we're looking to max out in that range. If you are a repeat performer on this workout, our goal is either one of 2 things: increase the weight or increase the reps. If increasing the reps takes us past 8 reps, 9 is fine for today since it's the last day. If we're looking at probably 10 to 12, then I want you guys to go with the slow, controlled, eccentric back down, going overhead after that, okay? And remember, as soon as we finish, we are grabbing a band in our pronated position and doing our 20 chest pull aparts with a nice controlled return into an aggressive flex back. This has a minute and a half rest before going on to that next of the 5 total rounds. Alright guys, remember for the workout we're looking at 3 things: a dumbbell snatch, a double under, and a run. The 4th piece is going to be that repeat of the
the double under. So first things first, we're going to have the 20 alternating dumbbell snatches. Weight starts on the ground. Drive to the legs and the hips. You notice I tend to get a little bit of a crossbody. Weights in my right, so I'm aggressive with my left hip action there. And then I make that transition back down into my opposite hand, tapping the ground from there and going up into the next lift. Right from there, I go into my rope, take off on my 400-meter run, and come back, hit that rope again. If we're trying to figure out how we're going to make that work with some modifications, stick around and I will go through this.
Stay tuned for movement modifications.
Alright, let's talk mods for the Z press. As always, that barbell will work. Again, 6 to 8 reps on our range in terms of what we want that weight to be. If you guys are looking at a single dumbbell or a single kettlebell, movement's going to be the same, just obviously unilateral, in which case stay with 6 to 8. Let's do one side, let's do the other side, and then go into the pull aparts from there. If all we have is a band and we're wondering if we can do this with the band, the answer is yes. I'm going to take it, put it under the old caboose, grab from there, and press overhead. Obviously the band is going to be a lot lighter, a lot easier, so you guys are going to have to really slow the tension, really slow the eccentric part of the movement down. You can even take it, pull it through the legs a little bit more to try and create a little bit more resistance. If we are looking at no band in this scenario, and we're not sure how to do the band pull apart, essentially what we're looking at there is a reverse fly. Remember, there was a pronated grip though. So if you guys have very light weights, you can hinge over and fly. Maybe even grab the weights you're using for the Z press, depending on how heavy they are. Or maybe even grab some 5-pound cans or something along those lines. Maybe some detergent bottles, something like that. Don't underestimate how useful a windshield wiper bottle or a clothing detergent bottle filled with rocks or filled with water can be for a lot of these exercises. Going into the workout. Obviously, kettlebell is going to be pretty much the same thing as a dumbbell in terms of how we're going to set up the reps and movements. If we're not able to run today and we have a rower or a bike or even a skier, I will post some modifications for the distance or the calories on the YouTube post. As far as double unders are concerned, if we have a rope but we don't have double unders, 2 times on the singles, so 80 and 80. If we don't have a rope at all, a couple different things we can do. I have a line on the ground. I can lateral hop over it. I can always do jumping jacks, which in my personal opinion are probably the most accurate or the most resembling the double under or the single under, because the shoulders are going to be a little fatigued as well as the calves and the feet. And then we also have what we can do is a toe tap to our dumbbell, kettlebell, barbell, whatever else we might have. Any other questions? Feel free to post them in the comments and let me know.